What's up, y'all? This is Heat, and I'm back with the FL Studio tutorial. If you're new on this channel, I bring hip-hop music, sneaker and clothing pickups and reviews, unboxings, and coming soon, I'll be bringing photography videos and album reviews. Like I said, this is the FL Studio tutorial, so without wasting any time, let's get into it. For this version of FL Studio, I'll be using FL Studio 12. I'm not sure if previous versions can do this, but just note that I'm on FL Studio 12, and you may or may not be able to do this. For this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to take a pattern and quickly split each sound into individual, each channel into individual patterns. As you can see here in pattern 1, I have a 4-bar beat, and all the sounds to this beat is inside pattern 1. I'll be showing you guys how to take this and split it into individual sounds. Before we split this pattern into individual sounds, I highly recommend you rename each sound. As you can see here, I have the kick, snare, 808, and so forth renamed accordingly. So the kick is renamed to kick, snare is renamed to snare, and so forth. I highly recommend you guys do this, so when you guys look for sounds, it's not messy, and sounds are easier to find. If you guys don't know how to rename your sounds, what you have to do is go to a sound that you want to rename. As you can see, my cursor is over the snare. And what you do is right click, then click rename. From here, you can rename it to whatever you want. Like I said, I highly recommend you rename each sound accordingly. To finalize this, you press the check mark. I'll go ahead and cancel this since I already did this. Since we renamed every sound, if you ever wanted to find the original name to each sound, you can't really do that in the channel rack since every sound is renamed. But if you'd like to locate that sound, what you want to do is click on any sound that you want and bring up the sampler. I'll go ahead and do this with the 808. As you can see here, where it says File, to the right of it, it shows the original file name to this 808. From here, I can go into where I save my sounds and search for this sound. So if you're ever looking for the original file name, just bring up the sampler and look next to where it says File. Now I'll show you guys how you can split this pattern into individual sounds. So there's two ways to go about this. The first way is if you go to the top left corner where it says Patterns, all the way at the bottom here you see Split by Channel. That's one way you can do it. The second way is if you go to the pattern name, if you see here it says Pattern 1. If you go to the drop down menu next to it, all the way at the bottom again you see Split by Channel. I'll go ahead and click this and show you guys what it does. Now as you guys can see, each sound is split into individual channels or into individual patterns. So we took pattern 1 and split each sound, and it's now in its own pattern. Now the reason why I recommended you rename each sound in the channel rack is for two reasons. The first reason is so you can stay organized in general. The second reason is now that you renamed it, each pattern is now renamed to the same name that you named the sound. If you didn't rename it, whatever the original file name was for that sound, that's what the pattern will be named to, and it'll just look messy like I said before. And another thing about being organized after renaming it is if you go to the pattern name, if you go to the drop down menu to the left of it, you see here all the patterns are organized here, and it's what you named each sound. So since you renamed it, you're able to stay organized. And if you didn't rename it, you might have a hard time looking for a sound. But now that we rename each sound, you can quickly find the 808, kick, and snare just by going to this drop down menu. I'm going to go ahead and put each sound into the playlist and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so as you can see here, instead of um, pattern 1 with all the sounds in it, we now have 5 individual sounds split up. And as you can also see here on the playlist, I renamed each track to where I wanted to put the sound. This has nothing to do with splitting the sound, but again, I recommend you rename all the tracks to whatever sound you're putting on it, just to stay organized. So that's pretty much it to this tutorial. As you can see, I have a 4-bar beat here. I made this like in 5 minutes or less, and it's not really mixed, but I'm going to go ahead and play this. And if you guys don't like it, I really don't care since I just made this for the tutorial. But again, here's the beat. Alright, so that was the beat, and like I said, that's pretty much it to this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please like the video and subscribe. If you have any suggestions on future tutorials, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll look into it. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at HEATWAVS. That's HEATWAVS. Same as my YouTube channel name. This is Heat. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Peace. A chain from Mint, when they collaborated with Filthy Drip, which is another clothing brand and store located in the Bay Area, and Versace, which is Mac Dre, replacing the face of Medusa on the Versace logo. I got my head up in the sky. This isn't full gold; it's gold plated, but I'm not mad at all about that.